Howdy, what's going on, squirrels? So welcome to the YouTube channel. Welcome back, and thank you guys so much for tuning in. Hopefully everybody is having a terrific Friday, ready for the weekend, and we are finally ready to check out the last kind of video that's in the string of these seeding rounds, which is just a theme song. It's like literally the shortest video of all time, but we're gonna check it out, and then we're going to discuss who we may think will win this whole thing. I don't know, but let's check out this theme song. If you're excited, if you've been following the seeding rounds and everything up until right now, make sure to drop those L's, hit the bells, and let's check out this scene, Joe, featuring the Kickback Wildcard winner. Let's go.
SBX Swiss Beatbox Kickback Battle.
Kickback Battle.
Kickback Battle.
Kickback Battle.
Kickback Battle.
Kickback Battle.
Kickback Beatbox Battles 2021.
2021.
2021. Let's go.
Oh! Oh, wait, hold on. Let's check this again. So it was all their wild cards? Nice.
This is not what you used to.
Got that rhythm beat.
Running away from the beat of the world.
Just from listening to the intro so many times, I was like, oh, here's just the intro. Then it kept going. I was like, oh, well done, everyone involved in that. Big shout out to Sinjo, who is the head of the sound of SBX. Sounded delicious. I liked all the reverbed, like with dilip, and I think there was a D-low like shot where it was like a snare. Yeah, you can hear like but like heavily reverbed. I think there was a D-low section too. Yeah, there.
Running away from the beat of the world.
Oh, wow. I want it to be longer. Why is it not longer? Ladies and gentlemen, it's time, though. D-Lo, Zekka, Elise, BR, Dudes, Rythmind, Villain, D-Lip. The Magnificent Eight. Who do you choose to take it all? That is the question. It all comes down to who faces who. I like how Trung Bao is just subtly there visual. Like, the visuals are actually dope, and it's just subtly plugged there. Like, man of many talents, I gotta say. But seriously, ladies and gentlemen, who do you pick as your number one beatboxer to take the SBX Kickback Battles of 2021? For me, it really comes down to who's matched up to who. If Dudes is matched up to D-Lo, I think everybody can take a wild guess on how that's going to go. Unless Dudes brings out some crazy half technical, half musicality routine just out of nowhere that nobody expects. Kind of like his wild card was. His wild card did show that he had more sounds that he could bring to the table, and he's been messing around with different unique beatbox sounds and just kind of finding what works within his routines, and I've been enjoying that journey. But is it enough to get him to the number one spot if he's faced up against D-Lo or Zekka or BR, like these guys that can really balance technicality with musicality? A lot of people said that D-Lo's seeding round wasn't as strong, and then some people said that his wildcard round wasn't that strong. I'm like, whoa, it was pretty freaking tight. Like, he deserves his spot here. So does Zekka. If I had to pick a number one right now based on all the seeding rounds, it would be very close between Zekka, D-Lo, and Villain. It's hard, dude. Those would be my top three, I guess. I can't even make a top one. It's too hard. Like BR, you saw like me hovering. I don't know if anybody has a good day, you know, like then it's a wrap. That's the hard part about judging something like this. This is probably why it was so hard to narrow down to 8 people for all these wild cards, because there were so many talented beatboxers that submitted their wild cards. It's like, how do you choose 8? It's like, how do you even go from here? These guys are so talented, but so different. It's like putting a music genre and being like, yeah, it can only be like this. Because these guys have different types of styles and genres that they throw in all the time that keeps them competitive with all these beatboxers. That's what you have to have nowadays, is a multifaceted skill set of changing genres, flows, sounds, styles, everything. You want to be number one. That's what you have to do. And I keep going back to saying that Zekka's a chameleon. Like, he can bring a clapback, I think, to other beatboxers. I think he studies other beatboxers. There's something about him watching Zekka beatbox that gives me a confidence that he's going to deliver every single time. It's the same feeling I get with BR, D-Lo, a lot of these guys that have been around for a while. You just know you're going to get an amazing routine. You know you're going to get something that's sick. And for me, Zekka has really been surprising me every time I hear him, and just his capabilities. If we had to narrow it down to a number one, I'd probably go like Zekka right now. But this can change when they start battling. But this can obviously change when they start battling. It all comes down to the battles. Like, maybe we can have this discussion after we've watched all the battles, and then we can sit down and be like, okay, who really earned it? Like, who really deserved it? I don't know if you guys would be interested in kind of a breakdown after the fact. This is just kind of my guess going into it. I think Zekka may take number one unless, because D-Lo is so strong. And I don't want to like downgrade anybody else on this list, because everybody on this list is amazing and they deserve to be here. If I'm going off of just kind of an opinionated number one, okay? I just want to make that clear. There's not experience behind battling. I've never battled. I'm basing this solely on what sounds great to me and where I could see somebody fitting in a number one spot if they deliver a certain level. You know, it has to be up to that certain level, because you never know. Villain, Dilip, like, these guys could come out of the gate with something surprising, something that fits into a battle that just wows the judges into a point where it's so memorable that they remember to just vote for that beatboxer because of a standout moment. I think they're all gonna have standout moments. Who do you pick as your number one beatboxer to take the whole thing? Put it in the comments down below. It should be interesting to see what you guys have to say. Some of the arguments, I can already see it now, but bring it on. Let's at least keep it civil. You know, if you disagree, at least point out why you disagree. Don't be like, you suck. Let's have a nice discussion and figure out like where everyone's head's at. Big shout out to Sinjo. Am I even saying that right? That was one of the coolest mashups. Let's just one more time.
2021. 2021. Let's go.
It's so well done.
This is not what you used to.
Everything fits so perfect.
Running away from the beat of the world.
Amazing. I'm excited for the future. Hopefully you guys are as well. If you enjoyed, make sure to drop those L's, hit the bells, and keep on letting me know of videos to check out for the future. Have a great weekend. Peace out. Shake 'em and bake 'em.